for this, man. Okay, so I wake up and I got a text from my man Joey Fernandez, my good friend, one of my best friends, now Grammy-winning mastering engineer, incredible ear, trust him with my life. Joey sends me this text. You gotta check this out. Not, hey, have you heard of? Hey, have you tested this? Hey, maybe give this a look. You gotta check this out. People are selling their SSL fusions for this, sending me screenshots. So what do? I'm gonna listen to the man, the myth, Joey Fernandez, incredible ear. I mean, this guy over the years, big part of how my career has even gone where it has is Joey's got to have this, man. Got to check it out. So here we are, Softube bus processor. We're going to take a look here. I'm going to dial in some settings, play around with it. But right out of the gate, this for me, I haven't been using bus compression lately. I do sometimes will throw it on like my music bus. I compress things pretty hard at the track level. Even drums, I'm not using parallel drum compression as a bus compressor anymore. I'm hitting the kick and the snare hard at the tracks and finding great success with that. Custom tailor, all that. So whenever he sent this, I was like, whatever. Okay, I'll check it out. But it's Joey, so I give it a look. And man, I tell you what, from just playing with it for a few minutes before starting the recording of this video, it feels like it takes it from sounding like a mix, an unfinished, master, just a mix, to sounding like a record. So Joey is not out of a job by any means, but this certainly is giving it that excitement and the energy that you want from a finished record. Let's listen again. Let's play with it a little bit. We got my man Dr. Toomey. It was called Can't Fail during the tracking and mixing process, but changed to that name on Spotify, Apple Music, YouTube, you name it. Check him out on Facebook. Got a huge following there. Dr. Toomey, that name. And let's listen to the build here one more time. Let's put it in, dial it in. I've got a 410 auto. Very basic SSL bus style compressor setting here. If there's one thing from playing with that I'll say is that versatility. This thing with the mix knobs, gotta have mix knobs, man. And now for them to have these, it works for my brain. OCD is real. I was recently diagnosed with ADHD and OCD, so it's very real to get in here and be able to have those mix knobs and the control to just obsess over the sound and get it shape it the way you want it. So here, let's listen again. I'll shut up and let's just dial in some knobs here and play with it.
Say all power belongs to you. It belongs to you, Jesus, and you've got the name above.
Yeah, man. So the big thing here is we've got a tom groove going on between the left rack and the floor. Drummer's perspective here. I know it's a live record. I had to mix it. Got to mix it drummer's perspective. Get some hate for that in the comments, I'm sure. But dual mono is working out great. I played a little bit with this linked in dual mono. Dual mono is giving it that kind of that flow that it needs for having tom action. I've got them up in the mix quite a bit. Let's play with that a little bit and see what you guys think.
Say all power belongs.
That fill again.
Say all power.
Just not getting the excitement, the movement from the left to right the way that I am with the dual mono. It's subtle, but
say all power belongs to you. It belongs to you, Jesus, and you've got the name above all other names. All power belongs to you. You've been given the name above all other names.
man, that little bit of air on the toms and that compression really gripping on them just creates like a snappiness to the toms that I'm really liking. Let's go out where I got the snare happening.
Power in the name of Jesus. Of Jesus. Redemption in the name. Salvation in the name. Victory in the name of Jesus. Yeah. Deliverance in the name. Healing in the name.
It's doing what it's supposed to do, right? You got the trendy term there. The glue is happening with this plugin. Let's hit the saturation a little harder.
Power in the name of Jesus. Of Jesus. Redemption in the name.
very smooth. Got a nice rich tone from that. There was something else I played with that I wanted to. Now, I will say, one of my favorite bus compressors used to be the Slate, the FG Gray. And the reason was you had just a 1-to-1. You can just barely pull in the ratio. And the fact that this can go down to a 1-3 is nice. Again, super versatile. You know what? I tell you what. Let's try something here. Something I like to do often. My bus compression is I'll have a mix A as my stereo bus. That's my using Slate. Got the virtual mix bus right. I'm hitting this thing hard. Look at this.
Power in the name.
Pegging that thing, little trick. It's kind of my secret weapon. And then got a little mid-side EQ. Well, it's not what this video is about, but let's say we have that bus compression. Let me see where I want to dial that back a little bit.
Power in the name of Jesus. Of Jesus.
Just to give a little bit more to the transients, just pull back the wet a tad. And then what we're gonna do for mix B on my bus is here. I will hit with parallel compression. So let's put this guy to the test. We're going to go a little faster. We got a 410 auto. I'm going to go probably faster. I'm going to mute my main stereo bus. I'm going to pull this in. And for the sake of setting up the compressor, I'm going to hit this hard. We're going to go for this first compressor. I'm going to hit it probably with 3 to 4 dB of reduction with a kind of a slow attack. Probably 10 or 30. And then the second compressor, we're going to hit it even harder. We're going to really grip on it, and we're going to dial it in. So let's mess around with this. Let's go, maybe for this first one, we'll go auto.
Power in the name of Jesus. Of Jesus.
So I'm not going to use the air or the width on this one. We're going to put the bass back where it was. And I'll tell you what, I'm even going to turn the saturation. We're just going to focus on the compression. We're going to go 100% wet.
Power in the name of Jesus. Of Jesus. Redemption in the name. Salvation in the name.
So this first instance is going to grip on it. It's going to end up being in parallel, but this one, that sounded pretty darn good. Super quick to dial in. Now let's hit it a little bit harder. We're going to start with a 10 milliseconds on the attack. Let's go ahead and go a little bit faster on the release. We'll dial that in. We'll start all the way fast. So that's a little bit too fast for this song. And I'll tell you what, let's go 10-to-1. Let's really hit this thing. Low cut's fine. We want to make sure the kick and snare are kind of balanced in the compression. Dual mono's fine. All the air, all this stuff's off. Okay, cool. Let's hit it.
Power in the name of Jesus. Of Jesus. Redemption in the name. Salvation in the name.
So here, Dry, you can hear the transients are coming through. That kick is pulsing. I've got a sub pack behind me. I can feel that hitting me whenever I grip on it. It's going to tighten it up quite a bit.
Power in the name of Jesus. Of Jesus. Redemption in the name. Salvation in the name. Victory in the name of Jesus.
Okay, so we've gripped on it pretty good. I'll tell you what, I'm going to a little crazy here. I feel like we can grip it a little harder. I'm going to go, got your jokes. And I heard that one. I heard someone say it. So we're going to come in here and yeah, somewhere in there. And then let's go a little bit faster attack.
Power in the name of Jesus. Of Jesus. Redemption in the name.
It's just so smooth. The compression is not, I'm hitting it pretty hard there with 3 instances. Okay, so now here's the deal. We're going to turn it off. We're going to pull in back our main mix with the 1 instance.
Power in the name of Jesus. Of Jesus. Redemption in the name.
So now let's blend it in parallel.
Power in the name of Jesus. Of Jesus. Redemption in the name. Salvation in the name. Victory in the name of Jesus. Yeah.
It's a little bit too much. I would have to adjust the EQ a bit, maybe pull out some of the low mids. I've got a lot of low end energy in the song. Tom's got some stuff in it. The kick, obviously, the bass. I've really pumped in some low end. So we got to maybe tame that a little bit in these and pull up our low cut. That's an easy fix. We'll do that in each of them so that they're not reacting to the kick and bass as much. And let's see if that helps us out.
Power in the name of Jesus. Of Jesus. Redemption in the
Just a little bit can go a long way. So now you get that clipping into some limiting, and I don't know, I'm just saying, this one, pretty pumped on it. It's hard not to be whenever my man Joey Fernandez hits me up and says, hey, you got to try this out. Really digging what I'm hearing from Softube. First look, Softube bus processor. Really digging what they're giving us here. Exciting to have new tools. Hope you guys enjoy that. Definitely check out Dr. Toomey, that name, on Spotify, Apple Music, everywhere you consume music. And then if you haven't already, got a free gift for you. Check it out down below. My Fix It in the Mix guide. I'm stumbling on my words there. But artists are going to send you tracks that are not ideal. Sometimes it's just the drums. Maybe it's just the vocals, or hopefully it's not the vocals, but that closet vocal, any of that kind of stuff that you're dealing with, average tracks, and you want to help them become the best they can be. Re-recording is not an option. I've got a free guide for you. Check it out. Fix It in the Mix guide from the Mix Academy. Link in the description, and I'll see you guys in the next one.